Reggie Bush getting that 2005 Heisman Trophy, finally, at long last, returned to his possession. This is a massive win for everyone in Los Angeles, obviously. This is a massive win for Reggie Bush fans. This is a massive win for college football fans of common sense across the globe. And we thought this might be, on the horizon with the way that NIL is starting to trend, but this is enormous in every sense of the word. The Heisman Trophy Trust released this statement basically saying, amid enormous changes to the college football landscape, that's the direct quote, that this ended up being the right thing to do. I don't know if right thing to do was in their statement, but that's essentially what they got down to. So this was going to happen for a number of reasons. I think one of the main reasons why this was happening and why it's happening now, it got too embarrassing for the folks that were calling the shots here. Got too embarrassing. And grown men in suits, they hate a lot of things. Embarrassment is probably in that top 5 when it comes to things that they hate the most, because you got college football players, current college football players that aren't winning Heisman trophies, college football starters, dare I say some college football backups out here driving sports cars. You got college football quarterbacks getting private jet deals, and you got Reggie Bush just chilling there, having had one of the greatest college football seasons of all time in 2005, just Heismanless. Chilling there without the Heisman, and everybody and their mother sees what's happening in the college football landscape currently, and they point back to Reggie Bush, and we're saying, seriously? Y'all are still hung up on this? And the way that we've talked about NIL and different situations with the powers that be making no sense previously, it's like if jaywalking was somehow, some way, you get caught for jaywalking and they give you some sort of fine, or they take something out of your possession, maybe a certain trophy, and then within the next couple of years, they say jaywalking is 100% legal. Everyone can jaywalk. Your best friends are jaywalking. Maybe your mom's jaywalking. Everyone you know and love and you're associated with is jaywalking. You say, oh, okay, great. Well, can I have that back? They say, nope. Why not? It was illegal. Yeah, but you just saw that entire crowd of people cross the street when it didn't say walk. Sorry, those are the rules. No, those were the rules. Those rules never made sense. And now, thankfully, common sense is getting a very, very much needed dub when it comes to the college football landscape. Here's the other part of this, though, that I just, quite frankly, I have to get it out there, man. This was always the right thing to do, regardless of NIL. Regardless of NIL, this was always the right thing to do. Why? Because the Heisman Trophy is a college football award. It's not an award for community service. It's not an award for how nice you were to people. It's an award for being the best player in college football. And what we saw Reggie Bush do in that 2005 season, he was a creative player. All right, over 1,700 yards rushing. It's not during an NFL 17-game season. That's during a college football season. Had over 500 or close to 500 yards receiving as a running back. Y'all, that's ridiculous. What you saw him do out there in the Coliseum each and every Saturday was nothing short of college football poetry. I think a lot of college football fans that are right around my age, some of their earliest memories are watching Reggie Bush jump over dudes in that game against UCLA or the Fresno State game where he darn near goes and one hoop mixtape behind the back, reverses field and scores a touchdown. Like, Reggie Bush, for a lot of us, is a core college football memory. And this award, the Heisman Trophy, is a college football award. Not for being a nice guy, not for certain things you do off the field or don't do off the field. Like, it's a college football award. Getting choked up talking about the Heisman Trophy. The other part of this, zero consistency was used when it came to who was given the award and who was not given the award when we turn back the time and look at other guys that have the award. And this is not me saying we should take the award from other players, but I'm saying if you're taking the Heisman Trophy from Reggie Bush for impermissible benefits, what about Cam Newton? I am not arguing for Cam Newton to have his Heisman Trophy taken away. Do not hear me incorrectly. But there's accusations there of impermissible benefits. You got Johnny Manziel outright telling you, hey, I got this amount of money for signing autographs when NIL wasn't legal. NCAA doesn't do anything. Heisman Trophy Trust doesn't do anything. They just let it ride. I'm not even going to touch the O.J. Simpson stuff, but I mean, if you're uncomfortable with impermissible benefits, I think the accusations there would make you much more uncomfortable. So this never made any sense. The fact that Reggie Bush is getting his Heisman Trophy back, again, is a win for everyone involved. The Heisman Trophy ceremony this December is going to be absolutely electric when that thing opens up, and it's either going to be Chris Fowler or Reese Davis on stage presenting the award and kind of hosting that thing. There's going to be a moment where they pan across the Heisman Trophy Trust, and you'll see Reggie Bush standing there. And I have to imagine that the camera will go to a one-shot pretty quickly, zoom in on him. Maybe they'll ask Reggie for a few of his thoughts on being back, and it's going to be just an eruption of an applause within that room. Going back to these people being embarrassed, notice now, Johnny Manziel, not that long ago, took a stand and said, hey, out of respect for my guy Reggie Bush and out of what I personally believe, I will not be standing on that stage with the rest of the Heisman Trophy Trust until he gets his Heisman back. So the Heisman Trophy ceremony, the Heisman Trophy powers that be, we're going to lose one of the most visible individuals in college football in the last couple of seasons from that stage because of something they would not do. And here's the thing now, Johnny Manziel wasn't going to be the last one. I promise you, Johnny Manziel would not have been the last individual to take a stand like that. I think it would have taken maybe a couple of seasons, but over the course of the next, I would say 3 to 5 years, that would be a very empty stage. There would be very few people up there with the Heisman Trophy winners, and it would have been, again, embarrassing, a bad look, and something that these folks cannot stand. So overall, a win for Reggie Bush, a win for the Heisman Trophy, which is, I think, a good thing for college football. The real winners, though, the real winners here, a Nissan Heisman house. Like the amount of content we're about to get out of the good folks at Nissan when Reggie Bush walks back up to the front door, and there's some, I don't know what the moment will be. Maybe it'll be him and Marcus Allen. Maybe it'll be him and Matt Leinart. I don't know what it's going to look like, but whenever they push Reggie Bush back into that fold of the Heisman house where he turns the key and walks into that living room, that's going to be television gold, and I personally cannot wait for it. So there we go. Common sense, getting a win. We'd love to see it. Reggie Bush, the Heisman, is back in his rightful possession. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.